trying to get it out of the frame. There we go. I am the Reverend Rock and Roll and founder, pastor, spiritual advisor of the Church of Elvis, and even more Latter-day Saints. Thank you again for subscribing to my channel, liking it, sharing my videos, because here's the deal. I know it comes at great personal cost, okay? And I respect that. I really do. Thank you. Now, this video is not going to have a lot of musical content. I've been reading a lot of complicated things out loud here at the compound, and I'm losing my voice. So I think by Friday it'll be completely gone. So I wanted to get this out. And I got an email that coagulated some of the things that I've noticed in the peanut gallery and the videos. And it's really the not so secret weapon of YouTube, the things you do, our interactions, that needs to be reminded constantly, in my opinion. And a birthday email really got those thoughts together. And that email came from Bandcamp. And I'd like to think it was specially for me, but I think you all got it. And it was wishing Tortoise happy 30th birthday. 30 years Tortoise has been around. You know, real tortoises are like really old. Some tortoises have lived 3,000 years. Look it up. And I hope this tortoise continues to make music for a long time, because I love this group. I love this band. I love what they stand for. And it's important to acknowledge. Now, the article on Bandcamp was a nice profile, and I'll link to it. It was touching, did a lot of analysis, had quotes, went over all their records. It was really well done. And I'm going to link it below because it's important. But I'm not under the illusion about getting to the post-rock world was easy. It wasn't, man. Maybe you're a veteran of the math rock wars. Maybe I'm a veteran of the math rock wars, and I don't talk about it. Maybe you held that banner of Slint so high that everyone could see it, and it just didn't, no one saw it. Maybe you found the era of grunge, the late 80s, early 90s, the apathy in the music, the simplicity. You just found it kind of boring. Maybe your prediction that eventually people would come around to American football would happen and they would understand their genius. And it took some time for people to come around on American football, but they eventually did. It took a generation, but it happened. You hung in there like a saint. You know, it was a time when you would pick up your favorite music publications and there was Steve Albini every single time telling you that you sucked, that your band sucked. The bands you listened to sucked. The way you cooked Italian food sucked. The way you treated your mother sucked. It was just tough love, baby. That's all Steve was doing. Oh, and congratulations on Steve winning another major poker title. Dude's unbelievable. Brilliant musician, brilliant bands, great engineer. Not producer. He's not a producer. Great engineer. Great cook of Italian food, apparently makes great coffee, and now wins another major title in poker. He's like one of the greatest poker players in the world right now. That's really hard. I do want to play you in chess, Steve, though. I think I could take you in chess. But anyways, you survived all that, and you got to Tortoise, and maybe you were of an age when Tortoise happened where you could breathe a little easier, okay? You were more mature. You were more relaxed in your own skin. And I'm going to label Tortoise with something that I just invented. Tortoise is a magnetic intermediary. They're almost synaptic in their music. And what I mean by that is they took their DIY ethos, okay? Many of them are cool local punk bands, other bands in Midwest and Chicago. And they take that local scene that they're entrenched in, okay, and bring in their other ideas from people like Philip Glass, Reich, experimental, crack rock, dub, electronic, and they really fused that with a lot of things that were happening in their local scene, which Chicago particularly has a really good avant-garde, a young avant-garde jazz scene, and they brought that in. And they were able to construct that in a novel, fresh way. And I totally respect prog music in the sense I learned a lot about prog music for some of the amazing channels, and I'm going to get to that on this. YouTube thing that we do. What I like about the type of post-rock that Tortoise does is it has more space. I just know that the dopamine in my brain loves to be released when there's space, when I'm able to think in between things that are going on. Minimal changes, significant repetition, but then minimal changes. I love that, and I think Tortoise does that. But what Tortoise really does, and I don't think they've ever said this, and they wouldn't say this, is that I think that they're searching for beauty in the collectiveness of what they do. What they do and how they work together is the synaptic nature of what I'm talking about. That process is as important as what it produces. It really is as important, and you can feel that in their music. And they're a phenomenal band, and I hope they go on for another 30 years. And it leads me to the secret, not so secret weapon of YouTube. It is the DIY ethos. It's your videos, it's your obsessions. For me, going in a rabbit hole on prog music on channels that have maybe 400 followers, 300 followers, a couple thousand followers. That's the magic. It's not Rick Beato putting on a clickbait thumbnail and you're thinking, bro, he's got a neurological disease. It's all over for Rick. It's all over. And then you're one of 1.5 million assholes that clicked on it and dude, he's fine. That's not the secret of YouTube. You're the secret of YouTube. It's our interactions. It's the people that really produce content that's fresh, that's new, that teaches you about things that you didn't learn. And those are the ones I subscribe to. Those are the ones I love. So keep producing. I don't care how many followers you have. Keep producing content because I'm here for it and I love it. And that, again, is what drives this community, vinyl, music, whatever you want to call it. That's what I love. And I think that's what you love. It's not the bullshit. Whatever. They can monetize and make $1 million off this. They still won't be the most important part of what drives this channel and what we like to share and learn from each other. And it's our passions. And a lot of it is love. So thank you for watching. Hope you have a great rest of the week, and I'll see you soon.